What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Mason and I'm a 17-year-old streamer and content creator. Over the past 2 years as I've developed my passion for streaming and content creation, I have also been developing my creative space. What started as a simple gaming setup 2 years ago has now transformed into this entire studio, and I am super excited to show you guys around it today. Let's go jump into the studio. As you can see, everywhere we look there's something to talk about, so I think we should just start with the entertainment area. So this is my TV, and I actually just got a really cool new addition to the TV, which is these LED strips around it. These LED strips, as you can see, they react to what's happening on the screen, so there's a little tiny camera at the top that you can see right here, and this just kind of films the screen and then changes the LED strips to react to everything that's happening on the screen. It's super cool and a really big upgrade from just basic LED strips, and this is actually a Govee product that they sent out to me, so if you want to check this out, the link will be in the description. So yeah, this TV is super cool. I don't know what the actual TV is. It's just an LG flat screen, and then I have a Roku hooked up to it so I can do like YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, all that stuff. I have the remotes in here along with my Oculus. This is just a table. This used to be downstairs. My mom brought it up here, so again, I don't know what it is, but I use this to hold my TV remotes and stuff. Any food that I'm eating while I watch TV, I have my Oculus here, and then to use my Oculus, I basically just move the table out of the way and then use this whole area to do VR. Then if you look over here, you can see the day bed. This is really cool. This is where I sit to watch TV, or just during the day, I come over here to chill on my phone or whatever. There is an outlet over here behind the couch, so I can just kind of sit there and do some editing on my MacBook or be on my phone while it's charging, stuff like that. Over here, I have a plant from Ikea. I don't remember what it's called, but I will link it in the description. I also have one in my room. This is super cool, kind of just adds a little bit of a nature look to the room, adds something to fill in this area over here next to the lights. Speaking of lights, I have this floodlight over here in the corner. This just kind of helps to light up this otherwise really dark area, and because my whole room is really well lit, I didn't want to leave out any area, and this just kind of helps to brighten up this dark spot. I also have my old Xbox sitting over here. This is an Xbox One S, and I have a marble wrap on it. I hardly play console anymore, but when I do, I just plug it into this TV. I have an HDMI cord wrapped up behind the TV, so I just use that, plug it into the Xbox, and then I can play while I sit on the couch right here. Over here, I have these two chairs. If I have like some friends over and watching TV, if my parents are up here, if my sister comes home from college, if there's ever multiple people in this room, some of them sit on the couch, some of them sit on these chairs, so we can have like 4 or 5 people up here watching TV, so that's pretty cool. And I think that just about covers everything in the entertainment area. So next, let's move on to the streaming and gaming setup, and specifically talk about the streaming background first. So this is my stream background. It's super simple and minimal. If you guys have seen my Twitch streams in the past, you know that I used to have this super like overkill, over the top setup in the background. Now I did move my entire setup over here, and with this I opted for a much more minimal look, so I basically just have these little bit of background decorations, and the camera points into this corner, so this is just kind of all the stream sees. I'll throw up a POV of the stream right now so you can kind of see what it's looking like. Right here I have 2 more RGB floodlights. This is a huge help for the stream background because these walls are just kind of a gray color by themselves, and these floodlights help to change the background into being this nice blue color. It is the same floodlight over there. I have 2 of the big ones and then this small one right here for this area. Right here is another Govee product, just like the LED strips that are around the TV. This is called the Govee Glide wall lights. I will have this linked in the description again, along with everything else in the video. I have this nice cyan and dark blue and white fade running through it, so this is constantly changing throughout the stream and looks really cool. Right here in this corner, I have these 2 floating shelves. These are both from Amazon. I will link them in the description. These are also just 2 plants from Amazon. The next thing you'll probably notice is all the stars. This is from a Galaxy projector right here on my desk. Speaking of this desk over here, let's start with this side desk first. This is a rising sit and stand desk from FlexiSpot, so I can move this up and down. Super helpful to line it up perfectly with that desk over there. This luminosity neon sign right here, you can also find this on Amazon. It was like 15 bucks or something, and I just have this in the stream background to kind of fill some space, as well as cover this hole from where I used to drill into my desk to mount my monitors on my old setup, because this used to be my main desk, but things have changed, and now I just kind of cover up that hole with that light. This is a camera lens. This is a 15 to 45 mil zoom lens, and I have a camera cap on this end, and then a camera cap right here for the lens that's on my camera right now. This is an Xbox Elite wireless controller with a white control freak on it. I use this when I play on console, which is pretty rare. Right here are my AirPods. These are the AirPods 1st gen. I don't really like the 2nd gen because of the tips of them, and the 3rd gen just look kind of weird to me, so I don't really want to upgrade yet. These still work really well for me. I use these literally every day for school, for the gym, for coming home, everything. Already talked about the Galaxy projector, and I've actually gotten a couple comments about what it's sitting on. This is literally just a roll of duct tape. This isn't some fancy stand. I just use that because if it's on the desk, it does this and puts all the lights on the desk, and it just kind of helps to move it up a little bit and get more of the lights on the actual wall. I have this plant right here. This plant won't be linked in the description because I got this for Christmas from one of my grandparents. I have no idea where it's from, so sorry about that one. This light right here is also from Luminosity. This is just like a little half globe thing. It's basically just a lamp that goes in that corner, but I have it matched up with the color scheme. It looks really nice, just kind of adds a splash of color there. This right here is for my audio setup. I will talk about that later. Over here in the corner, I have a marble coaster right here. I got these in like a 10-pack on Amazon. They're super cool, super minimal, and this is just some G Fuel that I have from the past few streams that I haven't cleaned up yet, as well as I ordered some Uber Eats today on stream, some Chick-fil-A, so I have a lemonade right there. And now I think we finished talking about the side desk, so let's move on to the main gaming setup. First off is this chair. I actually just got this like 2 days ago. This is the Mavix M9, and this chair is $1,000. Now I know a lot of you guys are immediately thinking, why would you ever spend $1,000 on a chair? But to be honest, I spend 5 hours a day in this chair, and it just made sense for me to invest in something nice to sit in so I don't have any back pain later on in my life. An added perk is just that it's all white, so it looks really nice in my setup and matches the color scheme really well. Moving on to the main desk, and let's talk about the PC first. Diving into the specs, I have a 3070 Vision graphics card and a Ryzen 9 5900X CPU. Super good combo. I have a custom RGB backplate on both of these. They're like 30 bucks or 15 bucks each. I'll have them linked in the description. I think it adds a lot to the PC build. It makes it look a lot nicer than just having the base backplate on both of them. I have 32 gigabytes of Vengeance Pro RGB RAM, which looks super sick. I have all of this stuff hooked up with iQOO and synced up, even the backplate, so the entire color scheme works together really well. I have these white cable extensions for the motherboard and the GPU. I have a Killua sticker as well right here. Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime. I've seen it like 4 or 5 times, and I still will stand by the fact that it's the best anime of all time. For my AIO, I have an H150i Elite Capellix from Corsair, and I'm aware that it's bottom mounted. I'm aware it's not the best position. I'm redoing everything in here soon. I can't fit this on the top though, so I have to get an entirely new AIO if I don't want one bottom mounted. So this is my temporary layout. I have 6 Corsair LL120 fans in white. I think LL120s are the best looking fans on the market, even though these are back facing right now. I'm fixing all that soon, like I said, but for right now, I still think it looks really good. For the motherboard itself, it is a MSI B550. Up here, I have a ring light for streaming. All I have to do when I'm streaming is turn this on, and then as well as that, I turn on my Elgato key light over here, and that is my stream lighting. I have something on both sides, really evens out my lighting and looks incredible. For my mic, I use the Shure MV7 hooked up with a GoXLR Mini over here. This audio setup comes in at about $500, so it is on the higher end of pricing, but for me as a streamer and content creator, it is totally worth it. I have this hooked up to a Blue Compass boom arm, which in my opinion is the best boom arm on the market, and when I'm not using it, I just kind of move it over here and then can focus on my monitors. Speaking of monitors, my main one is an Alienware 240Hz 1080p IPS panel, all that good stuff. The top monitor is an Owlseye 24-inch 75Hz, and the side monitor is a Viotech 27-inch curved 60Hz. Neither of these two monitors are very good, but they don't need to be because they're secondary and third monitors. They don't really matter for my game. And all of these are mounted on desk stands. As you can see, this one right here mounts my main monitor. I have this monitor arm going all the way up to here and then mounting the top monitor. And then I have another arm over here that's mounting the third monitor. When I stream on this monitor, I have my gameplay, obviously. On this one, I have my OBS, my chat, my alerts, all that. And then up here, I have Discord and Spotify split half and half. On top of this monitor is my hand cam. A lot of people ask how I mount my hand cam. As you can see, I have it mounted to my monitor mount. So this clamp goes all the way up and around and then connects to my hand cam. This gives that really nice angle for my hand cam on stream, and you can see both my keyboard and my mouse. Speaking of the keyboard and mouse, this is a custom build from Drop. This is one of my favorite keyboards I have. As you can see, the bottom looks really nice and has this like light blue to pink color scheme going on, which matches my color scheme in my setup really well. This has laser Mito cyan stem switches, and they're really amazing. Some of the best sounding switches I've heard. Moving on to the mouse, I have a Logitech G Pro Superlight in white, and I have these black grip tapes on the side from Amazon, as well as some Tiger Ice Feet on the bottom to help with the glide. As for the mousepad, this is a Gutsy Aiden mousepad. This is the Aqua Topo mousepad. I love Gutsy Aiden mousepads, definitely the best that I've ever used. For my headset, I have the SteelSeries Arctis 7s in white. I use the wireless version. I do actually have some Arctis Pros, which are better and wired, but I just prefer to use the wireless ones. They're more comfortable for me, and I don't have to deal with another wire running to my PC. I have these replacement ear cuffs on them from Wicked Cushions. Again, the website will be linked in the description. I like these ear cuffs a lot better because they're bigger and they're over ear instead of on ear. For the desk itself, this is an Ikea Ekbacken countertop, as well as 2 Ikea Alex drawers on both sides. And I have these furniture risers in between to add some space so that it picks the desk up a little bit higher. Ignore the cable management. I know it's bad. I just don't care about cable management. I'll fix it later. I had a problem with some nanoleafs falling off right here, and then I had to go digging around in the back to pull them out from behind the desk, so I just kind of undid my cable management. I'll fix it later. Down here, I have a blanket because my feet get cold while I stream. Over here I have a trash can, some wet wipes, and paper towels. If you ever eat food or drink anything upstairs at your setup, make sure you have wet wipes and a paper towel. So right here is my camera mount. You can't see it very well. Let me turn on a light. This is my camera mount. This is where my camera goes when I stream. I just screw it onto here and then plug it into my PC, and that is my stream setup. I just got this mount from Amazon. It was like 30 bucks, and then I have another one over here for my ring light. That's the same exact mount. You can just make it taller or shorter. And for the camera itself, I use the Canon M50 Mark II with a Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens. The LED strips that run all the way around my desk and then continue on throughout my L desk are also from Govee, just the same as that light right there, and those LED strips. I basically use Govee lighting for everything in this entire room because Govee just has a really nice ecosystem in their app, and all of their products are super high quality. And before I get the comments, no, I am not sponsored by Govee. I just actually think they have really good products. I have these little desk accessories right there. This is a wooden alarm clock from Amazon, and this is just a stream deck. Most of you know what a stream deck is. It just kind of helps me on Twitch to switch back and forth between all my scenes when I'm live, mute and unmute really quickly, put my chat on slow mode, all kinds of cool stuff like that. But with that, I think I have covered everything in the streaming and gaming setup, everything in the streaming background, and everything in the entertainment area, which is basically my entire studio. Real quick, I do want to mention for those of you that don't know, I actually did just do an entire revamp to my bedroom and make this look really nice. So if you haven't checked that video out already, it will be linked in the description below. As well as that, I just started a gaming channel. It's actually currently sitting at around 1,000 subs. So you could be really early to that channel. If you're at all interested in gaming, I would recommend you go check that out. If you want to stop by and check out one of the streams when I'm live, see the background for yourself, ask any questions, link to my Twitch channel will be in the description below. I stream daily. And if you enjoyed the video today, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.